Okay, this will be an interesting one if we can make it look any good. So let's see what we can do with this to make it look good. Sorry about the shaking, folks. Not a very good start to the day earlier on. So started shaking on my first demo really violently, so I haven't had it. Let's see how we go with this. We're going to leave that on 100. Sometimes the shaking quietens down and then it starts up again. So, not using contrast. It's a hot day, folks. Climate change, you can tell, is in the air. See what we have. We have here Qantas. It's in Chinese. Well, I think it's mostly in Chinese, so that's it there. Yeah, there's Chinese here. I can't read it, folks. I haven't studied Chinese, so I wouldn't know. I'm not good at learning new languages. I can't learn. Anyway, this is what we're interested in, this pretty picture and the model. So I'll just show it to you there. Yeah, so yeah, I can't read Chinese. I can't read anything else but English. Haha. That's all I'm good at. See how this looks. Let's see how we go with this. Yeah, that looks interesting. Wondering. Pity about that. Doesn't look. I don't think I could use this, to be honest. I have to start another one, do another one. Okay, let's try that again. Our model. Movement is notoriously difficult to control, folks. Always know that. So, and that looks interesting. We still have that writing there. It's not going to be an easy one. Trying to work out a creative use. Nah, we're going to do another one. So there she is, our little model. Maybe we just don't curve it as much. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks interesting. A little bit zigzaggy. That's a lot better in some ways. Still not happy with it. Wondering. We're going to just do a movement on a movement. I think that's how we're going to do it. So we're just going to discard this. I just found it. I found it yesterday, I think it was. So we're going to move this movement piece. So see how that looks. Okay, out it comes. Well, that looks interesting. You can just see the model just there. Doesn't look all that good. Do a better version of this. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try and make this a more interesting piece. I noticed it lifted just when the model's head was coming around. But no, we got something really nice. We got this little section that we can concentrate on. So we may not have much of the model's face in the image. Doesn't matter. It's not all about her. It's about the fucking photocopier and what you can do with it. It's about the demo, about making something creative out of something that otherwise is just used to sell. Fucking money fucking. Everyone loves to fuck the money these days. Everyone wants to strive to find every dirty dollar. Every dirty dollar. It's the dirty dollar that people go after. And people are just so silly that they just keep chasing it. Sure, we need to live. We need money, folks. The world needs money. There's no doubt about it. But what we don't need is we don't need to worship money and make money the top principle, the top thing to go for. You've got to think of the environment and you've got to think of your fellow human before making a profit. Not after making a profit or instead of making a profit, before. So you've got to basically think for the future, not just the present or the near future. You got to be able to see into the distance and see a bright future that can be had for everyone, not just the rich, not just the privileged. The poor and the less fortunate can also have a bright future. That's how I see it, folks. Not this have and have not system, which is getting really old-fashioned and really annoying and unusable. Because not everyone can afford to travel. I haven't travelled for a long time myself. I haven't been anywhere except Queensland and Victoria on a rail journey or a bus, or sometimes on the bus if there's track work. So I haven't been overseas since 1988. I can't afford to go overseas, and because of my disability I can't travel on my own. So I'm one of the underprivileged types that doesn't have much money, doesn't have any real social clout either. So, I mean, people like me, I must say, they do. Maybe I'm just thinking about my childhood and my teen years when I was bullied at school constantly and I never had any real moment where I could sit down and have a peace and quiet and just be myself. So, yeah. But let's see how we go with this. And I also got bullied in many of the workplaces I'd been at too. So I know what that's like. So I haven't had much of a break. Anyway, that looks quite nice. I was wondering if maybe that could be the centre, but I'm thinking maybe not. I think now we can call it quits.